From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
At 8 p.m. tonight on the show tonight, the incredible battle for the 30,000 crore rupee estate of the late Sunjay Kapur between his ex-wife and his last wife. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, why is Trump showing signs of mellowing down with Modi? And at 9 o'clock tonight, unprecedented Hindu solidarity after Dharmasthala rumors and the attacks on Ganesh Chaturthi Day in Mandya. An unprecedented show of Hindu solidarity has the nation's attention. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start tonight with the biggest inheritance battle that we are witnessing. That of the late 53-year-old Sunjay Kapur, died at the young age of 53. His estate, his premises, his 30,000 crore property is now a subject of huge battle between his ex-wife Karisma Kapoor and his last wife Priya Sachdev. Karisma says she's fighting not for herself but for her children Samaira and Kiaan, and she says she's stepping forward for them. On both sides there are celebrity lawyers. And as Karisma Kapoor enters the inheritance battle, she has brought on her side the very celebrated, very high-profile lawyer. We have Mahesh Jethmalani on her side. And ladies and gentlemen, Karisma Kapoor's children are saying their father never abandoned them. In fact, they are claiming, and there are WhatsApp conversations going out saying their father was trying to secure them Portuguese citizenship. They were celebrating festivals and vacations together, and there was an unbroken bond with them, and it is impossible that their late father could have deserted them. The bone of contention is a mysterious will, a will which has emerged suddenly after the unexpected death of Sunjay Kapur, and that will completely excludes his children from all the property. That will, dated the 21st of March, 2025, is at the very core of this inheritance battle. This will is the document that Priya Sachdev says never existed, and now she herself says she has access to that will of the 21st of March. The children of Karisma Kapoor and Sunjay Kapur say it is not their father's voice on that page, that will. That is an afterthought. It is fabricated, manufactured, and manipulated. And Priya Sachdev on the other side, who is keen to fight Karisma Kapoor, has brought in a whole team of lawyers who insist that the children of her late husband through his first wife, Karisma Kapoor, have got everything that they want. Lawyers said in court, is 1,900 crore rupees not enough? Is 1,900 crore rupees not enough for Karisma Kapoor and her children? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just an inheritance case. This is a battlefield with many sides. And at the center of it is an ugly, dirty, but inevitable property battle between two sides of Sunjay Kapur's family.
Sunjay Kapur inheritance battle is getting murkier. There is more contenders to his 30,000 crore empire now. After his mother and sister, Sanjay's ex-wife, actor Karisma Kapoor, has entered the legal battle. Karisma is fighting the battle on behalf of her children. And in the center of the high-voltage property drama is a will. Her plea in the court states that the said will has not been disclosed to Karisma's children.
Starts when in June, Sunjay Kapur unexpectedly passed away. In July, in a meeting at Taj, the will in question, which the children are claiming that is a fabricated will, that came up. Now plaintiffs were unaware of the content. They asked for a copy of the inheritance of the will in August, but then they were denied. Only conditional inspection was allowed, after which they've now approached the Delhi High Court saying that we want a part or in the inheritance of our father, and that the will that Priya Sachdev has been dealing with, the will in question, is a fabricated will. The court heard the matter today, and the matter is next listed to be heard on October 9th.
The suit will be registered now, and they have to make certain discoveries about the assets, personal assets of Mr. Sunjay Kapur, and the matter is now fixed for 9th October.
There are chats which show that Sunjay Kapur was pushing for his children's Portuguese citizenship and had intentions to share inheritance with his children. Sunjay Kapur's sister Mandira Kapur is backing Karisma.
I think the biggest question on this will is, knowing my brother's relationship with his children and the love he had for his two kids, it's a shocker for anybody who knows them. For my brother to have given everything to one person and not included his children. There's nothing normal about this. There's nothing in his character that would do this. So yes, it is something we are going to question. We are worried actually, because he's got 3 kids. There's a will which we don't even know what's in the will. Like, where is all this from? Is it part of what dad had? We don't understand what it is. Again, we're in the dark.
She's even questioning the purported will.
We, like I told you, like I said last time as well, we've been asking for any information we can get. My mother has actually written to a few people in the company and associated with the trust and Sanjay and everything else, asking for anything, if there's a will, for the autopsy, for everything, and has been told that her email is compromised, so they've not responded to us. So when we found out about this will, it was a big shock to us as well, because we had no idea that there was a will.
On the other hand, Sunjay Kapur's mother, Rani Kapur, says that she does not have anything in her name, despite this being her estate originally. The rupees 30,000 crore inheritance battle is only getting intense. As it plays out in the court, all eyes remain on whether there is a will and who is the true heir.
Joining me first in this big inheritance battle conversation today is Mahesh Jethmalani. He's one of the topmost Supreme Court advocates, and he's representing the interests of Karisma Kapoor and her 2 children. Now, Mr. Jethmalani, what does Karisma Kapoor want? In so far, she has not been vocal about it. There's been a feeling that Sunjay Kapur had settled her matters and that of her 2 children, and now she's in court. What does Karisma Kapoor want?
I think Karisma Kapoor doesn't want anything for herself. The entire aim of this litigation is to secure her children in the manner in which her late ex-husband wanted them to be secured, which is as per a trust deed, and which dealt with assets in India by and large, and dealt with corporate assets in India, and also for his assets abroad, for which there is a will which was never disclosed and neither has been subject matter of a probate, nor is it registered. So the battle is only about the assets which the will covers, not about which the trust covers.
So the children have alleged that their stepmother, Priya Sachdev, forged the will to corner the entire 30,000 crore estate.
Well, the 30,000 crore estate is a press creation. The 30,000 crore estate is not under the will. We don't know what the assets under the will are, because those are all the late Sunjay Kapur's personal assets, right? And we haven't had any disclosure in the will or any disclosure from the other beneficiary of the will or the executor. So we do not know what Sunjay Kapur's personal assets consist of, or what's the valuation. The 30,000 crores may be the total estate of Sunjay Kapur, both his overseas assets and his assets within India. We haven't done a valuation because, frankly speaking, we can't make a valuation because we are at a disadvantage of not having the entire data regarding his assets.
Now, Priya Kapur, who's Sunjay Kapur's last wife, claims that the children, that is Karisma Kapoor's children, have already got 1,900 crore rupees under the trust. And the question asked is what more do they want? Is that not enough? Almost seems to be the tone. Is 1,900 crores not enough?
No, listen. Now, that's I don't want to get antagonistic about this statement of Mrs. Kapur, right? But I would say that equally, what is she? If the estate is 30,000 crores and they're only getting 1,900 crores, actually there are only 5 class 1 heirs. The mother, the 3 children, and Priya, right? So why is she not disclosing a will if it's a genuine will, right? A, and B, it's this: the children are not getting whatever they're getting or whatever they're claiming even, mercy of Mrs. Kapur. These are assets which belong to Mr. Sunjay Kapur. Nobody's doing us a favor. And then why, if the assets are worth 30,000 crores and the children are getting 2,000 crores, is Priya Sachdev going to forsake a good part of the remaining 28,000 crores that goes to her? What kind of rubbish is this? We are actually trying to fight for the children's rightful inheritance. It doesn't matter 1,900. Is 28,000 crores too little for Mrs. Sachdev?
But there is apparently a March 21st will in which Sunjay Kapur leaves everything to his last wife, Priya Sachdev.
Yes, so we are told. I don't know. We haven't seen the will yet. And I don't see why the will shouldn't have been disclosed. But now the court has compelled disclosure. So we'll get to know what this will is all about, what the assets are which have been bequeathed by allegedly the late Mr. Sunjay Kapur, right? We'll get to see what the will is, and then there are very suspicious circumstances. We've already set them out in our pleadings, right?
What and suspicious circumstances?
Perhaps more might emerge once the will is disclosed.
What suspicious circumstances?
Well, the manner in which the will was disclosed, the fact that it's not registered, the fact that, one of the grounds for the strongest ground, and this is a Supreme Court judgment repeatedly, the strongest ground for suspicion of a will is that people very close and who otherwise would have inherited, right, under the will, have been disinherited from the personal assets of Mr. Sunjay Kapur.
But that could have been his choice, right?
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. But then, if that was indeed his choice, right? Look, the little I know and what I've heard about the late Sunjay Kapur, right, is that he was very meticulous in securing assets which were to devolve to his children, right? I would have thought that a probate of a will would have clinched the matter. Even before that, I'd have thought that somebody as careful as him, right, would have registered the will. Now, you don't register that will. The will is not registered. The will is not probated, and the will is not disclosed by an executor, right? We had to move court only because of that. The court was moved only because a copy of the will was not being given to us. And there are prima facie other factors that are other circumstances surrounding the alleged creation of this will, which raise eyebrows. I don't want to go to merits of the case because that's not...
According to material placed in the High Court, Sunjay Kapur was facilitating Portuguese citizenship for Karisma Kapur and her 2 children. That there was a family WhatsApp group in which he was trying to get Portuguese citizenship for Karisma and her their 2 children. What was going on? I thought they were divorced and not in touch.
Well, that's one of the suspicious circumstances, because there is clear evidence that during the end of May this year, right, which is supposed to be 2 months after the will was actually executed, right? He was trying to get he was trying to get Portuguese citizenship, certainly for his 2 children, right? And possibly toying with the idea. But then, of course, Karisma Kapur was told that she would have to give up Indian citizenship if she took up Portuguese citizenship, and she refused. But certainly he was toying with the idea of Portuguese Portuguese citizenship for his 2 children, for the reason that the properties overseas would be exempt from inheritance tax, right? And his children, in all 3 of them, all 3 of the children, right? One from Mrs. Kapoor and 2 from Karisma Kapoor, all 3 of them would be saved inheritance tax because Portugal doesn't have an inheritance tax regime. So if in May 2025, right, you are trying to create citizenship for your children to avoid inheritance on the overseas properties, right? It's a little surprising that you've already executed a will in March 2025 in which all the overseas properties are devolved to Mrs. Priya Sachdev and none to the children. That's a suspicious circumstance.
So he was getting back with Karisma and his earlier family?
No, I don't. I don't know their personal life, but I venture to say that was not correct. No, not at all.
Well, it's completely new development. It's a very high-profile case. Mahesh Jethmalani, with you on her side, Karisma Kapoor has a lot she's fighting for her 2 children.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about the children. Make no mistake about it. And nobody should say, are they not happy with 1,900 crores? They are fighting for what their intention of their father was, for them to inherit on his passing away.
Right.
And anybody who says that is unjustified, right, should ask a reverse question. Is somebody trying to usurp what rightfully belongs to them?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Mahesh Jethmalani representing Karisma Kapoor, as usual, high-profile lawyer in the highest profile of battles. Thank you, Mr. Jethmalani. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.